Welcome to Shop Strategy. This deep dive is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Today, we're doing a deep dive specifically for you if you're looking to really understand how Shopify discounts can be more than just simple price cuts. We want to see how they can actually drive your e-commerce growth.
Exactly. We've gathered a bunch of info, and the goal today is really to unpack the strategic power behind all these different discounting methods. It's not just about slashing prices.
Right, because, discounts, they aren't just about being the cheapest, are they? There's psychology involved.
Oh, definitely. When you get the psychology right and, implement them smartly in Shopify, they become these incredibly valuable tools.
And the stats really back this up, don't they? Get this. Almost half, like 49% of households, say price is their number one spending influence.
That's huge.
Yeah. But it's not just about getting them in the door once. Something like 93% of shoppers, they're more likely to buy again from places that offer good discounts.
And that first purchase is so critical. The data shows, I think, 80% of consumers feel encouraged to make that first-time buy if there's a compelling discount.
Wow, 80%. So It's clear. Pricing and discounts aren't just like an add-on. They're core to running a successful online store.
Totally central. It's about creating that feeling of value, building relationships that last.
So, okay, in this deep dive, we're not just going to list the types. We'll dig into the why, the psychology, and how you can strategically use both Shopify discount codes and those automatic discounts, both online and, importantly, in person with Shopify POS too.
Yeah, and understanding the difference between those delivery methods codes versus automatic is really key. Codes give you precision, tracking, whereas automatic discounts, they can make things much smoother for the customer, less friction at checkout, which is always good.
Okay, let's peel back that first layer then. Percentage-based discounts, like 20% off. What's the main appeal there?
Well, the big thing is flexibility, I'd say. You could apply them store-wide for a big sale, or maybe just focus them on certain collections, maybe seasonal stuff you need to move.
Or even single products.
Or single products, yeah. Maybe new arrivals you want people to notice. Super versatile.
And when do these work best, generally?
Well, they really hit home during those big seasonal sales periods people expect, Customers are kind of primed for a percentage off then.
Right.
They also work great as loyalty rewards. That clear percentage cut feels like a proper thank you. And launching a new category, a percentage off can sort of lower the barrier for people trying something unfamiliar.
Interesting point came up in the research. Percentage discounts often feel like a bigger deal for items under, say, $100. Why is that?
Yeah, that's fascinating, isn't it? It's consumer psychology. For something cheaper, maybe $50, 25% off is $12.50. It feels like a significant chunk relative to the total. Our brains kind of latch onto that relative size.
Okay, so that leads us nicely into the contrast. Fixed amount discounts, like $20 off. How does the perception shift there?
Well, the immediate difference is just sheer clarity. Bang, you know exactly what you're saving.
Yeah.
No math needed.
Yeah, very direct.
Super direct. And that can be really powerful if you're trying to nudge a price just below a certain psychological point, or maybe get someone over the line for free shipping.
Right, and you mentioned the psychology again. For higher priced items, a fixed amount might feel more substantial than a percentage, even if it's mathematically the same.
Exactly. Like on a $250 item, maybe 20% off is $50. But just saying $50 off often feels bigger and more concrete. This connects to something called the rule of 100.
The rule of 100. Okay, tell me about that. Sounds like a key principle.
It's a really handy rule of thumb. Basically, the research suggests that for items under $100, people tend to prefer or perceive percentage discounts as better value.
Okay.
But once you go over $100, that fixed dollar amount often feels more significant. It just stands out more. That concrete saving.
That's a really practical takeaway for anyone setting up offers. So, practically speaking, when should stores lean towards fixed amount discounts?
Well, definitely for promoting those higher ticket items where the dollar saving is impressive and easy to grasp. They're also brilliant for minimum purchase incentives.
Yeah.
$25 off orders over $100. That directly pushes people to spend more.
Encourages basket building.
Precisely. And you can even frame them a bit like gift cards, like you're getting free money towards your purchase.
I remember reading about a tactic setting those minimum purchase thresholds just a bit above your average order value. What's the logic there?
Ah, yes. It's subtle but smart. Say your average order is around, $85.
Yeah.
If you set a free shipping or a discount threshold at $100, You motivate quite a few customers to just add one more small thing to their cart to get over that line. Boost your average order value nicely.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Okay, let's switch gears. Buy X, get Y. BOGO deals. What's the magic behind these? Why are they so appealing?
It's all about the power of free. Simple as that, really. Biogo taps into that fundamental desire we have to get something for nothing, even if we end up buying more overall.
It feels like a bonus.
Totally. It creates this strong perception of amazing value, often more powerful than just a straight percentage off, even if the actual saving is similar.
And Shopify lets you do more than just the classic buy one, get one free, right? There are variations.
Oh yeah, loads. You've got the standard Bugo free, obviously. Then there's buy one, get one at X% off, a good middle ground sometimes.
Right.
You can do buy X quantity, get Y quantity free, which is great for pushing bulk buys. And even more strategic stuff like buy from collection A, get a discount on collection B. Perfect for cross-selling.
Okay, so where do these BOGO offers really shine for an online store owner?
Well, number one, they're fantastic for boosting average order value because people have to buy multiple items.
Not
They're also incredibly handy for inventory management. Got too much of something, a BOGO can clear it out without resorting to deep brand-damaging discounts.
Good point. Moving stock.
Exactly. And great for cross-selling, like we said, or introducing new products by pairing them with bestsellers. And if you sell consumables, BOGO is a winner for encouraging bigger buys.
Yeah, the source material highlighted that a true buy one, get one free can literally move twice the stock, but feels like amazing value, even though it's technically like a 50% discount on 2 items. Powerful
It's a very
stuff.
powerful perception.
What are the key things to watch out for when setting these up in Shopify? Any pitfalls?
Clarity is number one. You absolutely have to be crystal clear about which product is the buy item and which is the get item, especially if they're different.
Right, no confusion.
No confusion allowed.
Right.
And think about how it looks on your site. Make the offer obvious. Use banners, clear product page info, maybe even suggest good pairings visually.
Good point on the visual merchandising. Okay, let's talk about a big one. Free shipping. It always comes up. Why is it so critical these days?
Because unexpected shipping costs are like the number one killer of conversions. Cart abandonment skyrockets.
It's that surprise factor at the end.
Exactly. You've done all the work browsing, you're ready to pay, and suddenly there's this extra fee. It just feels bad, creates friction.
And it's interesting, isn't it, how free shipping often gets a better response than a percentage discount that saves the customer the same amount of money.
Yeah, it's about how we mentally frame costs. Shipping feels like an extra hurdle, almost a penalty you have to pay. Getting rid of it feels like removing an obstacle, not just reducing the product price.
It's perceived as added value.
Definitely. Significant added value. It just smooths the whole psychological path to purchase.
So how can stores actually do free shipping in Shopify? What are the main options?
Shopify gives you a few ways. You can just do unconditional free shipping. Everything ships free. Simple, but you need to watch your margins,
Sure, depends on the product.
right? Or you can do threshold-based free shipping over $75 or whatever. That's the one we talked about for boosting average order value.
The sweet spot, yeah.
Often is. And you can even do free shipping just on specific products, maybe higher margin ones, or as a special promotion.
That threshold option does seem strategically very useful for a lot of businesses.
It really is. That little gap to reach the threshold is often just enough to nudge someone into adding one more item.
Any things to consider based on where you're shipping to?
Yeah.
Regional factors?
Oh, absolutely. Shipping costs aren't uniform. They vary wildly, so you might need different thresholds for different regions or countries.
International shipping especially.
Yeah, international is a whole other ballgame with costs and customs. So maybe free shipping domestically, but different rates internationally. And also, customer expectations on speed play a role. Faster free shipping feels more valuable.
Good points. Okay, so we've covered the main discount types. What about more specialized or custom discounts going beyond the basics?
Yeah, this is where things get really tailored to specific goals, like volume discounts, tiered pricing. The more you buy, the cheaper each unit gets.
Good for consumables. Or wholesale.
Exactly. Consumables, B2B, or just encouraging bulk buying from regular customers. Then you've got bundle discounts.
Bundles, right, like putting complementary items together.
Precisely. Buy a set of things together for less than buying them separately. Think like a skincare routine set or a camera with a lens in a bag. Great for AOV, and it introduces customers to more of your product range.
Get some trying things they might not have bought otherwise.
Exactly. And then there's Mix and match?
How's that different from a bundle?
Mix and match gives the customer more choice within limits, like choose any 3 t-shirts from this collection for $50. They build their own bundle from a set group, works well for apparel, beauty, food, anywhere. Variety is key.
Okay, it sounds like some of these, especially the more complex volume or mix and match deals, might need more than Shopify's basic tools. Maybe apps?
Often, yes. While Shopify's built-in discounts are pretty good, for really intricate tiered pricing or complex bundling rules, you'll likely look at the Shopify App Store. There are lots of great apps. And tools like Growth Suite can also step in here, offering features to help manage and execute some of these more advanced discount strategies smoothly.
Right. Okay, so we know the what of discounts. Let's dig into the how, delivering them. We mentioned discount codes earlier. What are the key things about using those?
Okay, discount codes, those little strings of letters and numbers customers type in, their biggest strength is versatility. You can have single-use codes great for specific people or preventing abuse. Multiple-use codes for wider campaigns, maybe with limits on uses per customer or total uses, and even customer-specific codes for really personalized offers.
And the big advantage is tracking, right? You know where the sale came from.
That's a massive plus. You can tie specific codes to specific ads, emails, influencers, whatever. Lets you measure your marketing ROI really accurately. Which campaigns are actually working, the codes tell you.
Are there best practices for actually creating the codes themselves?
Yeah, definitely. Use a clear naming system so you know what Summer 20 was for later on.
Right, not just random letters.
Exactly. Make public codes easy to remember and type. Welcome E10 is better than X7GT9P2. Always set usage limits and expiration dates creates urgency and control. And importantly, clean up old codes. Audit them regularly and deactivate expired ones. Keeps things tidy.
Good housekeeping. But there is that little bit of friction, isn't there? The customer has to remember the code, type it in.
Correct. That extra step can sometimes cause people to drop off. Which brings us to that alternative. Automatic discounts.
The ones that just happen.
Pretty much. They get applied straight into the cart, no action needed from the customer. Much smoother checkout.
And Shopify supports different kinds of automatic ones.
Yep. You can trigger them based on an order value, spend $100, get $10 off automatically, or based on specific products in the cart. Or even automatically apply them just for certain customer segments, like your VIPs.
What makes these so effective? Why choose automatic over a code?
Well, that seamlessness is key for reducing cart abandonment. Savings just appearing can be a nice surprise, nudges them to finish. It makes the whole shopping experience feel slicker. And they're perfect for loyalty programs or targeted offers where you don't want the customer to have to do anything extra.
But you need to make sure people notice they got the discount, right? Otherwise, what's the point?
Oh, absolutely crucial. Transparency matters. The cart needs to clearly show the original price, the discount applied, the final price. Make the saving obvious, don't hide it. Maximize that positive psychological hit.
Okay. One thing to be aware of, though, you usually can't stack multiple automatic discounts in Shopify, can you?
That's generally the limitation, yeah. Something to keep in mind when planning complex promotions. You might have to choose which automatic offer takes precedence.
Right. Okay, we've got the types, the delivery methods. Let's talk strategy now. Timing and targeting. How do we make these discounts work harder?
A really smart way is to think about the customer journey. Where is the customer in their relationship with you? Use discounts strategically at each stage.
Okay, like for getting new customers. Acquisition.
Exactly. For acquisition, you might use a first purchase discount, maybe 10% off their first order. Or offer a discount for signing up to your email list, builds your audience. The trick here is balancing attractiveness with sustainability. Don't give away the farm, but make it appealing. Think about the potential lifetime value, not just that first sale.
Makes sense. And what about keeping the customers you already have? Retention.
Yeah, retention discounts are vital. Maybe a thank you discount after their purchase to encourage a quick return, or win-back campaigns for customers who haven't bought in a while. We miss you, here's 15% off. And loyalty programs, of course tiered discounts, exclusive offers for your best customers. Ideally, the rewards get better the more loyal they are.
Reinforces the relationship.
Totally. And then you could even get customers to bring in new customers for you.
Advocacy discounts, like referral programs.
Exactly. Referral rewards, maybe both the referrer and the friend get a discount. Or incentives for sharing on social media or writing product reviews. Turns your happy customers into a marketing force.
Smart. Timing also seems critical, especially around big sales holidays.
Oh, absolutely essential for most retailers. You need a calendar, planned for Black Friday, Christmas, etc. It's often a whole sequence, early access for VIPs, maybe doorbuster deals on the big day, then clearance afterwards.
But it's not just the major holidays, right?
No way. Think industry-specific seasons. Fashion stores have spring, summer, fall, winter transitions. Back to school is huge for some. Fitness gear in January. Home goods change with the seasons. Look for your industry's rhythm. And don't forget your own milestones, anniversaries, new product launches. Great excuses for a sale.
And finally, hitting the right people with the right offer. Segmentation. How crucial is that?
Incredibly crucial. One-size-fits-all discounts are rarely optimal. Segmenting lets you be way more targeted and efficient.
How can you segment?
Lots of ways. Behavior is a big one. Target people who abandon carts. Maybe a small discount can nudge them back. Or frequent buyers versus infrequent ones. Behavioral targeting often works well even with smaller discounts. Then there's demographics, age, location, interest-making offers relevant to specific groups. And value-based segmentation, identifying your VIPs, your high spenders, customers with high lifetime value. You can afford to invest more in discounts for them because the return is higher.
It really brings it all together, the right offer, the right delivery, the right person, the right time.
Exactly. It becomes a much more precise and powerful tool when you combine all those elements.
This has been really illuminating. It's clear there's so much more to discounts than just knocking a few bucks off the price.
Absolutely. It's a real mix of psychology, tech know-how within Shopify, and smart strategic planning to hit those business goals.
So the final thought for you listening. How can you take all these different discount types, the delivery methods, the targeting options we've discussed, and weave them together? How can you create more personalized, effective campaigns for your specific customers? That's where you can really build stronger relationships and ultimately drive sustainable growth.
Yeah, and don't forget that tools exist to make this easier. Things like Growth Suite, for example, are built to help with exactly this a light fisher, creating those personalized offers, maybe using AI to help figure out the best deals and giving you the analytics to see what's actually working. It's definitely worth looking into how tech can help implement these strategies more effectively.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And remember, this exploration was powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smarter discount campaigns on your Shopify store, and you can test it out for free. It has some really unique features worth checking out, like its AI engine for personalizing offers, tools to help capture emails for your marketing campaigns, and really detailed analytics funnel reports, visitor tracking, product performance, purchase insights, all the data you need.
Definitely worth exploring.
So we encourage you to take these ideas, think about how they apply to your store, and start experimenting. Thanks for listening to Shop Strategy.